10,000 regrets for not whispering in your ear. Things I promised you as you lay dying. 10,000 kisses from my mother before she died. Each one of reading the way my face in the sky.
How do you feel? How do you come down after that?
Oh, it was great. I've missed it so much. Yeah. As you well know, first gig we've had in so many months.
When? February? March?
I think we know. We had a gig in New Year's, and then we were organising tours for the year, and then the lockdown happened, so we got one gig this year.
That's how it is for everybody.
Yeah, it's good though. That's great. I mean, it's such a treat.
Well, thank you for coming along.
You're welcome.
I want to say thank you to Lee from Forestside, because I hadn't been for him to give me a nudge, I wouldn't have done this. I was in hibernation mode after we cancelled, and he said, "Oh, come on, what about that?" And I said, "Good idea."
Yeah.
And as soon as he said it, I thought, "Great."
That's a great idea.
So it's a lovely vibe for me.
It's brilliant.
It's much more chilled out. I'm able to enjoy this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're not going to do this every year now, yeah.
Well, who knows what the future holds? This could be the future.
Yeah.
Little gigs like this.
Yeah.
Maybe if we can monetize it some way.
Yeah.
If people are using those donate links.
Yeah.
Bring it on. Maybe
Absolutely.
This is the future of it.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's the thing as well. We've learned from we've done gigs on lockdown and all this sort of stuff, and going into it, no one had ever done it before. We hadn't. I had never been aware of anyone sticking a phone in front of them and playing a gig and getting donations, and then you do 2 or 3 of those. You go, okay, the technology sucks. We need to get a better camera. We need to get better microphones, and you just don't know. That might be the future.
Need to get a better venue.
Yeah, but doing gigs from your house, really,
Well, that's what I mean. But it must make a difference if you have a bit of crewing around and what have you to feedback on.
Oh, completely.
And did you see people interacting on the screen?
Oh yeah. That was great.
What was that like?
That was amazing. I was trying not to look at that actually, because it was brilliant, but I sort of I would have got distracted by it, and I would have started playing to them instead of the people in the room.
Right. Okay. All right.
So.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe that's a skill to develop, because maybe that is.
No, it's great. No, it's just me. I'm an idiot and easily distracted by shiny things.
But it's something new, and it's maybe something that you're, it's like using your left hand. You have to get used to it a wee bit.
Yeah.
But and they haven't been doing any cycling.
Lots. Yeah, heading out tomorrow. We're going to the coast with the wee club out of Portadown there.
You're more game than I am. I'm frightened of going out on the roads now.
Yeah, no, it's cat. It was great in lockdown. I did the lock like 6 times or something in lockdown, and you hardly saw a car out in the road. It was fantastic.
So you're quite close to it to get on the track?
Oh yeah, that's great.
And do you find, is that when you think of your tunes, or when does the inspiration come to you?
Yeah, sometimes if you're writing a song, I get obsessed with the song that I'm writing at the time. And I can't sleep at night, and I wake up in the morning and it's in my head, and somebody says, "Oh, go out on the bike." And sometimes if I'm out in the countryside, I'll put earbuds in just to get a break from thinking about the song, and then when the earbuds come out, I'll be humming the tune, and then a lyric can come out, and you go, "We must remember that,"
But what's the seed? What's the germ of it? Where did that sleepless night start? When did the tune start?
From I was a kid, from I was like 8, 9 years of age.
All right.
The first song, I was just telling Amanda actually earlier on, she asked me the same question. First song I ever wrote, I was 9, and it was about being a trucker in America, because there was a lot of country and western played in our house.
Yeah,
so
right.
I was lying in bed going, "I'm a truck and driving man," and all that. We kid.
But if you're thinking up a new tune, is there a typical mind frame you're in when it comes to you? Are you relaxed? Are you flat out? Or?
No, it comes from sort of. I think you start with a little riff, and then it's weird. I think you're kind of subconscious, so the universe hands it to you. I think there's like a stream of songs, and you just tap into it.
Okay.
But you only get a little bit at a time. So it's like a jigsaw. You'll get a corner, and then this corner, and then a bit in the middle, and a bit over here. And then you stitch it all together. And
are those bits always tunes, or is there some words or phrases that
everything,
suggest it?
Lyrics, melodies, everything all just comes together.
It's not necessarily one comes first for you?
Not really, no. Riff, usually a tune, so a bit of music, a verse or a chorus of something, and then you'll get a nice melody with a vocal and a nice little lyric. You go, okay, and then you go, okay, I've got something there. So then you just develop that over time. I take my time. Sometimes you can knock them out and you can write a song in an hour, right? And you go, okay, that's great. And then other times to take, like one of the songs on our not the last album, the album before, I think I've been writing it for about 8 years.
Right.
So it just.
Are you happy with it? It came out after 8
Very,
years compared
very.
to one that comes out after an hour?
Oh yeah, no, they're two different beasts, but both equally valid. You know, they're both worthy.
And who were you listening to? You said it was brought up with country and western in the house.
Bit of country and western, bit of soul, things like that.
Where does the edge? Because that's sort of, it's quite an American sort
Yeah.
of, maybe Ireland to America and back again.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Johnny Cash and
Yeah, well, a bit of that. It would a lot of Charlie Pride, sort of, you know, just sort of Nashville type stuff.
okay.
Bit of Charlie Pride and the Tommy, you know, the classics.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the Irish sort of Tommy Wynette and you know all that stuff that makes people cry in Ireland.
yes. So,
All
what did you start playing when you started to play?
Guitar.
But was it country and western or?
Oh
Was
no! I went to lessons when I was 8. There was a lady in Lurgan, and she was a school teacher, and she taught a room full of girls how to. And I got into the class. This was
knitting or guitar?
playing guitar, and I was the only fella there, and they were all at the time. It was like the pop hits of the day, so it was loads of ABBA.
Right.
And all that sort of stuff,
Right.
which was great. I think what it's done is give me an appreciation for melody in my
Okay.
music. So my music, I try to write good, you know, it's heavy, but I try to write tunes. And I think it comes from playing ABBA songs and whatever was in the charts in 1980 something.
Okay.
You know,
Because they were always, they weren't formulaic, but they had a progression and
Yeah.
they terminated quite nicely.
very clever songwriters.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they're brilliant songwriters. So I think it comes from that. And then as I got older, I got into heavy music with Soundgarden, and in the 90s I got into the whole grunge thing, and then
And how long have you and Chris been together?
about 12 years now.
Right. And how has your music changed from when you met him to what you're doing now? That's a long time.
Well, I think maybe we've got to be better musicians. I
Okay.
think, you know, but we've got better at what we do as the Bonnevilles. You know, we are the Bonnevilles together. You know, without us, if he left, that would be the end of the band. You know, because that thing that we do together makes the sound that we make, and I couldn't do it. He's got a heavy metal background, so he brings that weight, whereas I've got more soul and you know the rock and you know American music really.
Yeah.
You know, 60s, 50s, 60s music. So that's what I bring, and blues, obviously.
And is it hard to get the time together? I know Chris has just had a second child.
Very.
Yeah.
At the minute, it's just impossible with
Yeah.
him. He's very up to his neck. He's tired right now. God love him.
Right.
Poor darling.
So it's lucky you've got 12 years of experience to fall back on. You didn't have to do like a crash rehearsal to
We
come
did.
today.
We went last night. First time we've played together since in 5 months. We've jammed the set out last night. That set we did today, we just knocked it out last night. Played it twice and then came here.
No big deal at all.
Yeah.
Like, Andy, thank you very much indeed
No
for coming
worry,
on.
Megan.
Give us a bump there.
Thank you very much for inviting
And
me.
thank Chris
Brilliant.
too.
Delighted. This is great.
I hope you can stick around.
I can't. I have to go. My daughter's DJing
All right.
in a coffee shop
All
at
right.
2 o'clock. So, but Chris is
Oh,
going to
lovely.
stay for a bit.
Good. Well,
So-
thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Brilliant.